Hey everyone, welcome to another professional tattoo training session from Motattoo Academy. In this video, we're going to walk step by step through how to properly execute line work on fake skin, from preparing your tools and transferring the stencil, all the way to clean, professional execution. Let's start with the fake skin I'm using. This is a high-quality silicone skin with good thickness, and it's designed to closely simulate the behavior of real human skin. It's great for practicing line work because it helps you understand pressure, depth, and hand movement all at once. Now moving on to preparing the stencil. I use Ozer triple layer thermal paper, which works perfectly with thermal tattoo printers. I print my stencil using the Ozer thermal printer, which is specifically designed for tattooing. It works by heat, not ink, so it transfers the design clearly and cleanly onto the stencil sheet. Once we've printed the design on the Ozer paper, the next step is to properly transfer it onto the fake skin. For that, always use a professional stencil solution. Apply a small amount evenly over the skin surface using a gloved hand, then press your stencil onto it, hold for a few seconds, and gently peel it away. Make sure to let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes before working to avoid smudging during the tattoo process. Let's now talk about the tattoo machine. For this tutorial, I'm using the Mast Flip 3-pen style machine. It's a compact, professional machine that supports adjustable stroke settings, making it very versatile for all kinds of work. The adjustable stroke on this machine allows you to change how far the needle moves in and out with each hit, which is crucial depending on the kind of work you're doing. In this tutorial, I've set the stroke to 4.2 mm, which gives me the depth and power I need for bold, clean lines. Just to explain briefly, stroke is the distance the needle travels in each cycle. Longer strokes are better for line work because they penetrate the skin more efficiently, while shorter strokes are generally used for shading or soft color packing. Before I begin, I wrap the machine with a grip wrap for better control and comfort. This helps keep my hands steady during long line pulls and reduces finger strain. Let's now take a closer look at the needle. Here, I'm using a round Liner 7, RL7, gauge 10 cartridge. That means 7 very fine needles grouped together in a tight circle, perfect for clean, medium-weight lines. Gauge 10 refers to the thickness of the needle body, standard size, not too thick or thin, which helps with both color flow and control. Before we get started, there are some critical points you need to understand for solid line work. First, I've set the stroke to 4.2 mm for this session. This provides the strength and depth needed to lay solid lines effectively. Next is needle hang, or needle depth. I've set the needle to hang out about 2 to 2.5 mm, but during the actual work, only about half of that will enter the skin. This ensures the pigment stays right in the second layer of skin, not too shallow and not too deep. Now, let's go over the 3 golden rules for proper line work. 1. Hand angle. Your hand must stay almost perpendicular to the skin, between 90 and 80 degrees. If your angle is off or too shallow, it can cause pigment blowouts during healing. 2. Needle depth. Keep the needle depth consistent across the entire line. Inconsistent depth will lead to blowouts or patchy color after healing. 3. Hand speed. Maintain a steady, controlled speed. Moving too fast or too slow will prevent the pigment from depositing properly and result in uneven, broken, or shaky lines. Before we pour the ink into the cap, let's quickly go over something very important about ink selection. I personally use Panthera ink for black tattoos. It's high quality and reliable. But even Panthera has different black inks for different purposes. For example, triple black has a thick molecular structure, which makes it perfect for solid fills, but not for line work. If you use it for lining, the ink may spread under the skin after healing and ruin the crispness of your line. For clean and stable lines, always use a liner black ink. It's thinner, more precise, and meant specifically for line work. Now, when it comes to dipping your needle into the ink cap, here's an important trick: you don't need to dip the whole cartridge. Just touch the tip of the needle to the ink surface. The needle will draw in the pigment naturally through capillary action and motion. This method helps prevent mess on the skin and keeps your workspace cleaner and more efficient. Before we begin the actual line work, here are 2 last crucial tips. First, how you hold the machine. Never grip it lightly or just with your fingertips. The machine should rest firmly in your full palm so that your hand is in full control and you minimize vibration or shakiness. Second, the voltage setting. For lining, I recommend working between 7 to 8 volts. For this tutorial, I'm setting the machine to 7 volts, which works great for fake skin and keeps the machine stable and controlled. Alright, now it's time to begin the actual line work on fake skin. At this point, everything we've prepared, angle, depth, speed, stroke, voltage, needle choice, and ink, needs to come together. Be patient and focused. Line work is a technical process and it demands discipline. If you apply these principles properly, you'll be able to create clean, consistent lines, even on fake skin, which will give you confidence when moving on to real skin. So, we've now walked through everything, from stencil prep and gear setup to proper technique and final line execution. As you've seen, clean line work is all about details and discipline. But if you take your time, stay focused, and keep practicing, you'll master this skill faster than you think. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future lessons. Thanks for staying with me until the end. I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts, questions, and feedback in the comments below.